Here's a pattern that should concern anyone building on AI right now. The entire industry has converged on three model providers: OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. That's not bad in itself. The developer experience is genuinely great, and the capabilities are real. But we've quietly built a critical infrastructure dependency that runs deeper than anything we've seen before. The cycle is brutally simple. A foundation model ships a new native capability, and any startup that built its entire existence around filling that exact gap is suddenly obsolete overnight. Think of it like building a business selling umbrellas indoors. The moment the roof gets fixed, your market evaporates. This isn't a glitch in the system. This is the system, and it's operating exactly as designed. The deeper issue isn't that Claude or GPT absorbed a feature. It's that founders are still genuinely shocked when it happens. If your entire product thesis rests on a single capability that a trillion-dollar lab hasn't gotten around to yet, you haven't built a moat, you've built a countdown clock. Treating a foundation model's current limitations as permanent market opportunities is one of the most expensive mistakes a founder can make in 2024. The startups that weather model upgrades share a clear pattern. They own proprietary data the foundation model will never have access to. They control a workflow so deeply embedded in operations that it can't be replicated by a chat interface alone. Or they've created switching costs so real and so painful that customers stay regardless of what the base model can now do. These aren't abstract strategic concepts. They're the literal difference between a business and a feature. A prompt wrapper, an app that takes a foundation model, adds one layer of customization, and calls it a product, has never been a defensible business. It's an arbitrage play on the model's current blind spots. Distribution moats, meaning you own the customer relationship and the channel, and data moats, meaning you accumulate intelligence the model cannot replicate, are the only two assets that compound faster than model capabilities depreciate your feature set. Some founders frame this as a betrayal, that Anthropic's silence on a feature was an implicit promise not to build it. But that logic only works if you believe a frontier AI lab is in the business of protecting your market position, which they categorically are not. Mistaking a competitor's current product gaps for durable market opportunity is the startup equivalent of building a home on borrowed land and being surprised when the landlord shows up. Each major model release doesn't just improve performance, it physically shrinks the surface area where thin-layer startups can survive. The territory available to build something defensible is contracting faster than most companies' funding runways, meaning many startups will run out of time before they run out of money. The question founders need to ask today isn't whether their feature will be absorbed. It will be. But whether they'll have built something irreplaceable before that happens. If you're building on Claude, GPT-4o, Gemini, or any foundation model right now, the model will eventually eat your feature. That outcome is nearly certain. The only variable you control is whether you've built enough genuine defensibility, enough customer trust, enough proprietary data, and enough workflow depth that you remain valuable even after that happens. The founders who win this era aren't the ones who avoid disruption. They're the ones who build something the disruption can't replace.